President Trump foots the bill for two massive American flags going up at the White House. He signs an executive order to help reinvigorate the trades, and he calls out Vladimir Zelensky. Here's the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending today. All right, number 1 reason Trump is trending today, he is funding two massive flagpoles to go up at the White House. This coming today as President Donald Trump was actually surveying the land there on the North Lawn out in front of the White House. President Trump announced the installation of two nearly 100-foot American flagpoles on the north and south lawns of the White House. These flagpoles, which Trump has funded personally, address the absence noted for 200 years. So President Donald Trump is going to pay for this out of his own pocket, saying we're putting up a beautiful, almost 100-foot tall American flag on this side and another one on the other side. Top of the line, paid for by Trump. The White House putting up this little cartoon meme earlier today to mark the occasion. We know that President Donald Trump is patriotic. He loves the American flag. And he also, on the other side of the coin, he knows that the Democrats absolutely hate the American flag. So now they're going to have to look at these two gigantic American flags at the White House when they're there. And the other part of this, too, is I would imagine in 2028, one of the Democrat candidates' slogan will be like, if I'm elected president on day one, I will take down those two massive flags at the White House. We know that they hate it so much. And after Trump was surveying the North Lawn there, he held an impromptu gaggle at the White House, and all the media flocked back there. They couldn't get there fast enough. Some of them almost tripping over themselves as they were running in an all-out sprint to get back there. He keeps the media busy. This is the same media that had nothing to do for 4 years while Biden was there, wouldn't give them any opportunities like Trump does, and when they did, he would have a selected sheet on who he could call from. So the media can't keep up with President Donald Trump. Trump putting up two massive American flags at the White House. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today, he signs a number of executive orders, and I want to key on one of them because I think it's very important. He signed an executive order to modernize American workforce programs to prepare citizens for the high-paying skilled trade jobs of the future. Now, I think this is highly important. I spoke with Mike Rowe about this. We have got a skills gap in this country when it comes to the jobs that are available in the trades. And now with Trump trying to bring back this massive amount of manufacturing jobs, we need to get the trade jobs. We need to get Americans, the workforce, reinvigorated into the trades. We have got to do something to close that skills gap that is there right now and present. With this executive order, he's looking to get new apprenticeships, up to 1 million of them. So he is serious about equipping today's workforce with the skill sets they are going to need to fill these high-paying jobs that are going to be coming to the shores of America here as more and more factories, more and more manufacturing is going to be done here in the United States. I absolutely love this. I think it's very important. I think these blue-collar trade jobs are very vital right now to the growth of this country because we have so many kids that have come out of college with these college degrees that are not worth the paper that they're written on, and they do not provide our young workforce with any kind of skill set to go out there and get a job to pay back that massive amount of money. Trade jobs is really where it's at. I love this executive order by President Donald Trump. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today, Trump hosts a bunch of wounded warriors at the White House today in the Oval Office. He gave all of them challenge coins. He took time to listen and hear their stories. He had some fun banter back and forth with them. Trump absolutely loves our veteran community. And he said there's no more important people than, these wounded warriors that have sacrificed so much for our country. And you can see it on the faces of these heroes that were in the Oval Office today. One of them even saying to Trump, thank you for loving this country so much. Trump asked the one guy what was written on his prosthetic there, and it was actually a Let's Go Brandon prosthetic. That was one of the most viral moments we had with President Joe Biden with the Let's Go Brandon. And the guy had one of the warriors there had a original OG MAGA hat on, and Trump said we're going to upgrade that, but that's one of the originals. So it's great to see our nation's greatest heroes being honored at the White House by the President of the United States. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, Trump lashes out, calls out Vladimir Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, for not playing ball here and trying to bring peace to this ongoing conflict, saying, I won't read the whole one, here is his Truth Social, Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky is boasting on the front page of the Wall Street Journal that Ukraine will not legally recognize the occupation of Crimea. There's nothing to talk about here. This statement is very harmful to the peace negotiations with Russia in that Crimea was lost years ago while President Barack Hussein Obama was president, and it is not even the point of the discussion. Nobody is asking Zelensky to recognize Crimea as Russian territory, but if he wants Crimea, why didn't they fight for it 11 years ago when it was handed over to Russia without a shot being fired? So he goes on to rag on Zelensky here, saying towards the end, the statement made by Zelensky today will do nothing but prolong the killing field, and nobody wants that. We are very close to a deal, but the man with no cards to play should now finally get it done. I look forward to being able to help Ukraine and Russia get out of this complete and total mess that would have never started if I were president. We know that it doesn't seem like Zelensky wants there to be an end to this war. He doesn't want to seem to come to the negotiating table. He wants to prolong it. He's willing to sacrifice every man that's living in Ukraine before he's willing to relinquish his power. He is a guy that's been in president. He suspended all the elections there. He's keeping himself in power, keeping himself getting fat in the purse. He has reasons of his own that he doesn't want this to come to an end. President Donald Trump doing everything possible that he can to negotiate a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today. Trump is suing Perkins Coie, and he went off today about who got assigned to his case. Now, Perkins Coie is the law firm that the DNC hired to construct the Russiagate, the Christopher Steele dossier, and the whole bit here. So Trump saying, I'm suing the law firm of Perkins Coie for their egregious and unlawful acts, in particular the conduct of a specific member of this firm, only to find out that the judge assigned to this case is Beryl Howell, an Obama appointment and a highly biased and unfair disaster. She ruled against me in the past in a shocking display of sick judicial temperament on a case that ended up working out very well for me on appeal. Her ruling was so pathologically bad that it became the talk of the town. I could have a 100% perfect case and she would angrily rule against me. It's called Trump derangement syndrome, and she's got a bad case of it. To put it nicely, Beryl Howell is an unmitigated train wreck. No justice. So we know that the lawfare against President Donald Trump is real, and he is calling it out. Hopefully, President Donald Trump will be able to come out of this entire mess. It is no doubt a disaster. That's the breakdown I got for you guys today. If you enjoy these readouts, make sure you follow the podcast so you can hear the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.